2-on-2. Ready? Hey!
Welcome back.
What up, people? It is time for the Football Frame of Mind weekly show. We're excited, man. Football season is almost here, so we're gonna keep on breaking stuff down, and then sooner or later, college football will be here. Fall camp is in full swing, so you'll see who your starting quarterback is and how many TVs you got to break this year. But nonetheless, man, how you doing?
That's good. If you guys do enjoy this kind of content, make sure to smash the like button, follow, subscribe. If you are watching video, check out all those social media handles below at the bottom of the screen. We're everywhere. If you just want to Google Football Frame of Mind. Last week, we broke down the NFC from top to bottom, every team, every division. Today, we're going to do the same thing in the AFC, predict who's going to be winning the divisions, who we think are going to be the best, who we think are going to be the worst. Who do we think are going to be in the playoffs? And ultimately, who do we think is going to represent the AFC in next year's Super Bowl?
Yep, should be fun, man. Like I said, on the road to 40K, so y'all keep on subscribing. We appreciate that. Let's see who we got so far. What up?
What's going on?
All right, let's get it. All right, man. So you know the drill. Let's go back a little bit. There we go. All right, you know the drill. More people subscribe, the more views we get, man. Yeah, I've been liking the shorts, so that's our thing. But y'all keep on doing it, man. It goes up. I think the highest we have was like 23%. So like I said, we get back up there. Especially when football season comes around. Right on. We appreciate
your
that.
buddies, to your friends, to your cousins, to your coworkers, anybody. Put them on.
Right on. All right, so let's get this thing going, man. Then we start with the AFC breakdown. All right, so like I said, we started off last show, man, with some pretty interesting storylines headed into the season, just to pay attention to, So we'll start off with you, Brandon. Which one of these storylines is piquing your interest?
Well, I mean, all these, I feel like the AFC has a lot of really interesting things going on, especially with some of the premier teams. If I'm just going to give I'll just give my three, kind of like how I did last week. I think the biggest one that people are going to be talking about, especially in the sports media world, is Patrick Mahomes is back. He's on progress to be back for week 1, and that's dangerous. And a lot of people, I feel like, are starting to downplay and forget about who Mahomes is. I think it's still Mahomes' league and Mahomes' world, and we're just living in it. I mean, they didn't do a whole lot to get better outside of the draft, but I mean, the Chiefs always find a way to get it done regardless if it looks good on paper or not. So I wouldn't be, they missed the playoffs last year. He got hurt. I wouldn't expect the same result this year. I'm not saying Patrick Mahomes is going on a revenge tour, but I would keep your eyes peeled. The next thing for me is Buffalo. Is the window still open? I'm going to be honest with you, and a lot of people aren't going to agree. I'm not high. Obviously, Josh Allen's a high caliber quarterback, and we're going to get into that, but I'm not as high on the Bills, not just because I'm a Patriots fan, but I feel like you firing Sean McDermott was a mistake, in my opinion. and bringing an unproven guy like Joe Brady in and expecting him to be able to just put the pieces together and get over the hump, I feel like that was a little foolish. I don't put a lot of the failures and at the end of the day, I know it's a business and you're going to put a lot of the blame on the head coach. But that last loss was not on Sean McDermott. I think we can all look at each other in the eyes and acknowledge that was all Josh Allen. I think they still have a really talented roster. I think they're still going to be a really good team in the AFC. But you're going to have to show me something this year outside of just giving Josh Allen a participation MVP to convince me that the Bills are going to make the Super Bowl. I'm not convinced at all. And I think the only other thing I'm kind of curious about is Houston, man. I think Houston's in an interesting spot. You have a really good receiver core. You get Tank Dell back, but we don't know what version of Tank Dell you're going to get back, man. His first year, he was electric. Me and you loved what he was doing, and he has just been battling injury after injury after injury. I'm scared that's going to really hurt his explosiveness and his speed. But also, like, the biggest thing is C.J. Stroud and that offensive line. We both sat down and watched that playoff game and seen how that offensive line was just blown off the line of scrimmage all game. And Stroud had no answers. Even when he had enough time, he was making bad decisions, putting the ball on the ground and giving it back to the other team. I think Houston's got probably the most elite defense outside of the Rams and maybe a team or two other. They're still elite. They're one of the best units with Stingley, Will Anderson, guys like that. But the biggest thing is offense, man. Can they protect Stroud? And then with what time Stroud has, is he going to wake up or is he going to continue to regress? Because I've seen a lot of – I'm not going to blame it all on him because obviously protection is a big deal. But I need to see you I need to see you progress. I feel like we're seeing a big-time regression over the last 2 years. And, like, you got to show me something. Like, we've seen really good quarterbacks get beat up on, but they still find ways to make plays. Are you going to be that guy, or are you just going to continue to make bad decisions and, put all the pressure on your defense? Because, I mean, that defense can carry them to the playoffs, but they're not going to go anywhere,
No, that's fair. That's fair, man. I think the Bills have the I guess you'll say they have the edge being the team that they're the top dogs right now in terms of the AFC East, right? Because they've been there, right? They've got the consistency to keep winning the division, right? Now, obviously, the Patriots is coming along, right? They still got their thing, but if we're talking about the best quarterback in there, they got the best one, right? But I didn't like Joe Brady just getting the job per se. It kind of feels like they just going with the guy that Josh Allen wanted, right? I don't know. This whole season for the Bills just feels weird. You move to a new stadium and you have the whack ass uniforms, and then you don't want
the Pepsi Zero jerseys or whatever.
Yeah, man. And then you don't want to put OJ on the stadium like he isn't one of your best players.
Cursed, bro.
Like it's just a really bad thing. But I guess mine is my two. I'd say that I really three. I do three. I guess Baltimore, obviously new coaching staff, right? So they pulled the old, well, it's the coach's fault why we're not winning, right? So now you got the coach out the way. So now there's no excuse for Lamar Jackson now, right? Like I said, I just think we might be better on defense, which is what I really want. And hopefully we run the ball in more games when we're up than we did last season. I thought one game in particular against your Patriots, right? We had the game. All we had to do was run the ball. Against the Bills to start the season off, all we had to do is run the ball. Now, I get it. Derrick Henry fumbled the ball, but that's okay, right? Running backs fumble. That's just what it be, right? But still, just because he fumbled, they'll just pass the ball every time, right? And we could have won that game. So I just hope we do that. I'm just more excited to see what we can do on defense, right? because I miss when we had Wink Martindale before he got the DC job with New York. We were aggressive, right? And I like that. I like when we have an aggressive defense, right? Constantly putting pressure on the quarterback. So I really want to see how it looks on defense. I think Lamar is going to do Lamar, right? But defense is what I want to see. I guess the next one I go with is like I said, Las Vegas, man. Like I said, they're in a weird spot because it's like you got all this momentum from the offseason, but uh games aren't won on paper, right? It looks real pretty, but let's see what it looks like when they start playing games, right? I like we all said that running back from Arkansas, Washington, was gonna be good, right? I like to see a 1-2 punch between him and Genty. You obviously want to save him, right? You don't want to give him 350 carries, right? So you got a nice heavy hitter, right? Heavy hitter, and you got a speed demon. So that should be fun, right? So I think it's all up for them, right? Now, where they're going to be in the AFC West standings at the end of the season, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not gonna put too many expectations on the Raiders because it's such a new team, right? New coach, new quarterback, all of that, right? But I will say they probably won't be picking first next year. That's for sure. So that's an improvement. So and then I guess you'll say Cleveland, man. I think that's the next spot for me. Obviously, I think we both think that probably they should just go with Shador Sanders, right? You know, you got a young team, right? You got a new coach. Let's just start over fresh, man. I mean, that's the best you should do, right? I mean, the Deshaun Watson experiment didn't work, whether it be him or the scheme or whatever. But I think that it wasn't Stefanski's fault. I think Stefanski was actually coaching with one hand behind his back because the ownership is always meddling with stuff, right? I think we've watched enough football to know that the Browns' ownership is ridiculous, right? I mean, they've had really good teams since they brought the team back in '99, right? They've had some good teams within that stretch, whether it be having a good defense, no quarterback, having a quarterback, not a good defense. But either way, they've had good teams and good players to the point where you should have more than about 10 playoffs berths within this time frame, right? So I know that the quarterback battle is not it's a quarterback battle, but I don't think it really is. I think the Browns ownership is like, oh, we're gonna get our money. We're gonna get our money out of him. So we can let this quarterback battle go through training camp or whatever, but Deshaun Watson is start because we gonna get our money out of him. So I just think they're gonna ride with him, and it's probably not gonna end well because they have talent, but it's not. They don't have no cohesion for real. Now I will say, I think their linebacker Swearinger he might be one of my um, players for defensive player of the year, man, because he just seems like he plays with his hair on fire. And it's his defense now, right? I know you traded for Verse, but it's his defense now. So I really want to see what he can do now that he's kind of the guy. So those are my three, right? I think that's those stories should be looked at enough. But I think we all know how Cleveland kind of ends this season, right? It don't look like it's gonna end well, man.
It sucks when you have a really good defense. Like I'll just touch on it real quick, and then we'll get to the other teams. But like I think the thing with Cleveland is obviously you want to go with Sanders, but if you're not gonna go with him, I'd be like, okay, you know what? Watson's got money tied in. Let's just put him in week 1, okay? Let's give him till week 3, week 4. If the offense is moving okay, we're winning a game. Like, say if you start out 500 to your first 4, it's okay. Like, we can keep rolling with Deshaun Watson. But if if you get through like that first 4-game stretch and your offense is abysmal, we're turning the ball over, the defense is having to do too much, I would just bite the bullet at that point and be like, you know what? I'm rolling with Sanders. He needs the experience to see what we have. And sometimes it's like you even hear former quarterbacks talk about Drew Brees, like, man, you need to have like certain quarterbacks you really need to see a sizable amount of starts under their belt to really know what you have. I don't think Sanders is a bad quarterback, but you're not going to know what he can do till you just let him roll. He's going to make mistakes. The offense isn't perfect, but we'd be lying if we act like he has no weapons to use. He's got a nice, young, strong receiver core. You have a really good tight end in Harold Fannin. You have Keenshawn Judkins in the backfield. The offensive line isn't horrible. Like, the Browns are not a terrible squad on paper. This is not the worst team in the AFC on paper.
No.
You're just a quarterback away from being a respected team. Now, obviously, you don't have Myles Garrett anymore, but you bring in a young Jared Verse. You still have Denzel Ward. You have Schlesinger. Like, you have a bunch of young pieces. Like, this is not a bad team. So I'm hoping that they can figure it out, man. The bad thing about Cleveland is they're just too analytical with everything. They always overanalyze everything. They make everything into like a statistic and an algorithm. And it's like, dude, let's just play football. Like, you're overcomplicating everything.
Yeah, man. Like I said, man, the ownership just meddles too much for me, man. Like I said, they meddle with Stefanski. And I think that Stefanski wanted to start Shador. I don't think he didn't want to, because it doesn't make any sense, because Gabriel, even though he was the older of the two, he definitely wasn't better.
No.
Right? And it's just like, oh, well, we're not going to start him. And it's just a bad look for me when you're looking at the Browns, man. But yeah, man. So we can get to. I think we kind of skipped through the position battles, man. But I'd say I guess you could. I guess you talk about your Patriots, because we can skip through this because we kind of touched on it a little bit.
A lot of people are going to talk shit about AJ Brown, and I get it, but I feel like, and I'm not saying this because he's on my team, but I feel like this instance is different for him. He's finally in a spot that he actually really wants to be. He grew up a Patriots fan. He likes being where he's at. I think I don't think it was as bad as what people were making it in Philly. I think he just really wanted out. So he was like kind of pushing the issue and making things worse to get them to get him out of there. Just so happened he got to go where he wanted to. But when you look at this receiver core, it's really not that. I really wish they would have brought Diggs back. Although Diggs is in a really good spot now. I really like where he's at. But you bring in A.J. Brown. You bring in Romeo Doubs, who was a feasible number 2 option. You get Kayshon Boutte, who's going to be really good. You still got Kyle Williams. Then you still in the backfield, you have Ramondre Stevenson or whatever. But I think this offense is going to roll. I think A.J. Brown is going to elevate Drake May's game even higher. It's going to become his favorite target. Like, Drake May was already in an MVP conversation last year, but now you have a true number 1 who's proven. Yeah, I think that signing is going to do nothing but elevate this offense, and I think they're going to be really dangerous because you're going to try to double him, and you have a bunch of other guys you can throw it to. And Boutte is a deep threat, and they can throw the ball deep. You don't have to hit Brown every time, but it's having a guy like that on your side of the field that makes the defense have to respect him, and they're going to leave somebody else open.
Man, I guess I'd go with Kansas City. That's the most interesting one for me.
I think Delane starts.
Yeah, I think he starts, man. It doesn't make sense to not. I mean, and I personally think he's a corner, but he can play safety too. He's really good. Yeah, so I mean, you can move him around. It's pretty cool to see Christian Fulton still in the league. I think he's an underrated corner.
That's 2 LSU corners.
Yeah, so they have Honey Badger for a while too, so they know what they're doing. So I guess Delane, that's an interesting one too. But I really think people they're saying that Jake Best is like
I'll
or
bet
Jack
Jack.
Best. I
Yep.
mean, they saying that he's like receiver 3, man. I think he could be number 1 by the end of the season.
He's good, bro. I don't know why they sleep. He is good, bro. He
Yeah,
killed it
I
at
don't.
TCU. He's got good hands. He's got underrated speed. Like,
Yeah, I don't understand why he's not talked about being the number 1 receiver. I mean, I know they have some stuff, but
yeah, but
I
they ain't got
mean,
those other guys ain't as good as him,
yeah.
in
So
my
I
opinion.
think I mean I like Malik Benson too. Honestly,
Yeah.
I wish he wouldn't have left Alabama to be honest with you because I thought he actually could have helped us a lot more so than he did Florida State. Uh, but I like him a lot. But Jack Best is good, man. I like him a lot. So, but that's the position battles, man. So now we get into the team breakdown, man. Um, yeah, so y'all know what. So y'all know what it is. All right, man. So obviously we start off with defending AFC champions. Like I said, to start their run to the playoffs was kind of it was rough in a sense because they didn't really have to go through the toughest challenges for real because everybody kind of had a quarterback issue per se. You know what I'm saying? So they went through. Did they go through the Texans?
Yep.
Yeah. So CJ Stroud wasn't playing well, so then you got to go through the damn the
Broncos.
Broncos. So they didn't have to go through the best quarterbacks, but I don't want to piss on a journey like that because you still got to play the game, right? And we've seen backup quarterbacks win playoff games, right? So it's not like they didn't have to play, right? They did, and to be honest with you, the Broncos had one of the best defenses last year. That's why the game was ugly as it was. Because nobody wanted to give up no points, right? And it was snowing too. So, but what do you think about your Patriots coming this season, man? Hangover or did y'all improve a lot? Like, what do you think?
I think it's business as usual. I don't think you really got worse. I think you improved in your areas of weakness. I feel like the defense is still really good, especially in the front seven. I love our front seven. Really aggressive, ready to get to the ball, able to get pressure on the quarterback. The only thing that really they need to get taken care of, they need to pay Gonzalez. I don't want to make that. I don't want to push that off too long. Just give him his money. He's a top 5, top 3 corner in the league. Just pay him. Uh, but if we're just looking at overall, I think the team got better. We just spoke on offensively. You bring AJ Brown in. I think the Patriots, people are not going to say anything like that, but I think the Patriots can win this division again. To be completely honest with you, they have a tougher schedule this year, which I think is going to be good for them because now you can rule out all that stuff you heard last year. You play the schedule you're given. You don't pick your schedule, but I think they can. I think we can have another really good year. If we don't win the division, I would be a little surprised, but not really. I think we can definitely be 10 or more wins, though. I don't see anything less than 10 wins. I think May's going to continue to get better. The defense is established, and all we did was just continue to build around our best players, and we have good depth, too. So I think we win the AFC East.
All right, no. I think y'all got a chance to do it too. I think your defense is better than the Bills per se. So I think y'all division is a 2 horse race anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Dolphins are rebuilding completely, and the Jets are on the positive side of their rebuild now. I like a lot of moves that they made, but they're not there yet. So I think y'all have a chance to win. I actually would give it to y'all at this point because I don't know how good the Bills defense is. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know where that pass rush is coming from. The secondary is I'm not really sold on it like that either. So I feel more comfortable with y'all knowing that y'all have some good guys. Like I said, Milton in the middle. Then you got Gonzalez on the outside. So, and of course, Weber is going to have him some defensive, some linebackers.
Now
Since that's
losing Chason did hurt. That one did suck. You losing him was gonna hurt you a bit, but I think they'll be okay.
No, ain't nothing wrong with that. I think he's replaceable though. I think
Yeah,
he
but
is,
he
but he
was a
did
good
earn a
energy
lot of
guy.
money. Yeah, but he did earn a lot of money though, because he was playing real good.
He was
It's
playing
always
real
good
good.
it's good to see him like playing because I remember LSU and I was like, dude, he's like super athletic, like he gonna play somewhere. So, but we get into
We getting into the curse team or the
yeah,
curse team, cursed by
yeah. So
Danhausen.
yeah, Danhausen. Nah, but I do think that the Bills probably still make the playoffs per se. Um, because they got a good team. They got a good offense, right? And they adding DJ Moore, which I was surprised that they were going to get him anyway. I didn't think they were going to get him, but that's definitely a quarterback. I mean, a receiver quarterback duo that's probably going to be good, man. I think he plays. He plays well. I'm just surprised he didn't have 1,000 yards last year with how Caleb Williams was spinning it.
Kind of just seemed like they were phasing him out a little bit. Like they were just getting, like Caleb was getting the ball to the young guys, which I mean worked out because they got some studs. But I was surprised by that too.
Yeah, because he got 1,000 with Fields.
Panthers with the Panthers.
No, with the Panthers, and he got 1,000 with Fields, right? Now I
Yeah.
get it. At that time, he was probably spamming him because they didn't have nobody else. But I mean, that's still pretty cool, man. I thought he had found a home in Chicago, man. But I mean, he goes to Buffalo, and I mean, we'll see. I think they should be a playoff team though, but I don't know, man.
I think they're a playoff team, Cam, but I'm telling you that I don't like that Joe Brady hire. I just think that was a really stupid move, firing Sean McDermott. I'm telling you, whenever that next head coaching hire comes around, whoever gets Sean McDermott, oh, he's coming for blood because he's not a bad coach, bro. He had
No.
Buffalo continue, and I'm not saying don't put any of the losing on him, but firing him after a game like that pisses me off because he fixed Buffalo. Buffalo was freaking buns when he got there, bro. Always in the conversation. To let him go and give the reins to an unproven guy who just so happens just to be the offensive coordinator while Josh Allen's there, I think they can make the playoffs, but I don't see anything that makes me think, man, Buffalo's going to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl this year. I just don't see it. You're going to have to show me something. And how you put in here with the defense, that's a question mark for me too. When if Buffalo runs into Denver again in the playoffs, you really think that defense is going to stop a Bo Nix offense with Jalen Waddle and Cortland Sutton and J.K. Dobbins? They're not stopping that.
Yeah, but one thing people aren't paying attention to is the contract dispute with Cook. He led the league in rushing last year.
That's disrespectful.
Yeah, very disrespectful. So I'm not. I mean, they'll have offense, man. I just don't know how good their defense is gonna be, man. And I hope they don't try to phase him out like Chicago did DJ Moore to the point where it's like, oh well, we're not going to give you all the carries because we don't want to give you that leverage during the contract negotiation.
Well, I mean, then don't expect great levels of success. Don't expect to be able to make it far because you're going to put all that on Allen, and he's going to have to run and throw and do everything. That's foolish. He literally proved it to y'all that he could do it. He's like, I'm worth the money these guys are getting paid, and he still didn't get paid. You got guys like Gibbs got paid, Bijan got paid, a bunch of other guys got paid, and you can't pay James Cook. That's crazy.
It's not, man. It's not,
Crazy.
man. But that's crazy to me. That's crazy. I can't believe that. But yeah, man. But that's the Bills. Still a playoff team. I think Josh Allen's just that good that they'll probably make the playoffs with
But
like
they
10
are
wins.
cursed.
Yeah. All right, man. So the Dolphins are in full rebuild mode, man. But they got some really good pieces, man. Specifically on defense. They re-signed Jordan Woods, I want to say his name is. I think his name is Jordan Woods. He had like almost 200 tackles last year, bro. Like he had
He was in his
like
bag like Bobby Wagner.
yeah, bro. Because Bobby Wagner had almost 175 last year. So yeah, he had like 183 tackles. But then they got Jacob Rodriguez. So that should be a good duo. Um, they completely revamped the coaching staff. I mean, it's like
They just
Green
took everybody
Bay.
from Green Bay.
Yeah, it's Green Bay South per se.
The South
Um,
Beach Packers.
yeah, but I like what they did though. They got some good players in the draft, including I want to say Jacob Rodriguez and Caden Proctor. So that should be fun. That should be a real fun team because they're gonna be young, right? But Malik Willis, man, I mean, everybody was kind of hyping him up to be the next kind of second string guy that's ready to be a number one. Kind of giving him the Jalen Brunson treatment if we're gonna go the basketball route, right? You know he's good, but now he's got his own team. So it should be fun, man. I'm not exactly sure how good they're gonna be.
They have no
I
receivers.
think they could be like picking
500.
top five.
Yeah.
They could
I
be
think
picking
I think
top
they
five.
I think they could be I think they get to 500 maybe this year. Maybe. I don't know. But what my question mark is what you got here is they have no receivers.
I like that
No
comparison, man.
established
I
thought
like
Willis
that
looked like
comparison,
he
Chris.
runs it. Yeah. But he ain't got
I
nobody to throw
like
the
that
ball to.
comparison.
He ain't got
Yeah,
nobody.
that's true. He got
He ain't got
nobody to throw the
nobody.
ball
Cam, I
to.
could go try out, Cam. I already got a Dolphins jersey on. I might as well. They ain't got nobody. Just hand it off to
Yeah,
A-Chain. That's all you can do. They have
yeah, I
nobody.
agree. Yeah,
Now, if they could have got a guy like Diggs, that would have been a good thing. That could have been a serviceable option.
Diggs
But
would
he
be
would have
a
had too
Hall
much
of Fame
fun.
case. He'd be a Hall of Fame case if he go to Miami, bro. Because he gonna have like 1,500 yards, bro.
He gonna cut up.
Like, yeah, he gonna cut up off the field too.
That's what I'm saying. He gonna cut up.
Miami might not be the place for him. But no, I think they'll be all right. I think 500 will be the best I think they could do. But a top five pick this year might not be a bad thing.
Probably, I'd probably say what, maybe 4, 5 wins,
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah, man. Yeah, man. Then we get to the old Jets, bro. Goddamn, bro.
Jets, Jets.
Yeah, but you know what? You know what? As much as the Jets have to fix, I'm actually glad they went dude's name Bailey top of the draft. I'm kind of glad because didn't they get 3 first round picks?
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm really liking Bailey, man. That might win you a couple games this year. Just him getting after the quarterback a couple times. That's cool, right? But to expect Geno Smith to help this team in the way that they think he's gonna help this team, I don't know. But I do think
I would just
I do think they probably picking top 3. Maybe they might be the worst team in the league, right?
I would
Because as
put the
many
worst team in the league.
Man, I think
They're
so,
not worse
man.
than they're not worse than Arizona, Cam. Arizona's got a worse team. I think they're in the same conversation, but I think Arizona's worse than the Jets.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see
Okay,
Arizona.
I'll give you this, Cam. I think the Jets are the worst team in the conference. Let's go with that.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
They got some good pieces, but I
yeah,
don't know
that's
what
that's
Aaron
why.
Glenn is going to do with it, though.
Yeah, man. I don't know.
His seat. I
saying
just hope they don't start off bad.
Start, Chris. That might not.
I'd let Cade Klubnik get some reps, bro. I like Klubnik.
Yeah. Yeah, Chris, that might not be that far from reality.
I think Klubnik's your guy. I think you got him. I think you drafted him like round 4 or something. That was a steal. There's a lot of potential there.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. But I'm thinking that might be good.
I think the Jets are a top 3 pick.
Yeah, I agree. All right, man. Let's get to the Jags, though. Let's get to the Jags, man. All right, the Jags got a lot. They got a lot of good players, man. They got a good team. I think Coach Cohen has unlocked Trevor Lawrence. Man, he really looked good last year. He actually looked like the first overall pick that we thought he was going to be, man. They have some good defensive players. I did not like trading Mason Taylor though. I didn't like
you lost a few good players on defense though in free agency. That I think, that's going to hurt them a little bit because one or two of those guys were like their best tacklers. And that's very important, holding on to those kind of guys.
Yeah, that's true. But obviously lost ETN or A-Chain. I'm not sure which name he goes.
ETN.
Not sure he goes by now. But a lot of chatter has been going around that Parker Washington is receiver number 1 right now.
He balled out.
We'll see.
He might.
He could make. He should make the roster. He need quarterback depth. You never know, but. I guess the biggest storyline coming out of the Jaguars this season is what you gonna do with Travis. All right, because Travis isn't a number 1 receiver, right? But the receiver on the team either. So I say line him up in the slot, man, and just let him use that creativity a little bit.
I think they came out and said he's going to take most of his reps on defense because them routes are ugly. Them routes are terrible. Oh my gosh,
terrible. Yeah, terrible, man.
I would key him in on defense. I wouldn't even think about putting him in on offense. I'd let him just play corner. I know it might not be what he want to do, but I think you're okay at receiver. You don't need to put Hunter in there.
Yeah, he have him on some jet sweeps or whatever and some trick plays and shit like that, but I don't think I don't know. He wasn't the best receiver in college. So I don't know. You let him try it year 1 and he couldn't his body. All right, so I personally just think he might be good at corner. I think his ball skills are good. So I don't think he'll be a Deion Sanders type corner, but I do think maybe Trayvon Diggs in a sense, a guy that could get a lot of interceptions or something like that.
I don't know, bro. I'm more curious to see what BTJ does this year. I want to see him get back on track because last year was ugly. I think it's still in there. He balled out his rookie year. I hope they can continue to develop him because he's a great receiver. I just don't know what happened. He was just garbage last year. But, you still have Washington there, and Jacoby Myers is a really good option too. So they have a really underrated receiver core, but I want to see BTJ get back on track.
Yeah, running back is kind of interesting too, because it seems like they're
Who do they
going
even
with
have?
Tootin. I think they're going with Tootin or
Who?
Tutton.
Oh,
Tutton.
Tutton. Oh gosh,
I think so.
I don't know, bro. I feel like, man, just protect. All you need to do is protect Lawrence, and we'll see. He can't run routes, bro. He ain't gonna get open.
Yeah, but I think Chris is more so looking at it like how I'm looking at it, in the
Yeah, you
sense
can put him
that
on this in sweeps and stuff, but not out running routes though.
I
I
just
would.
think it's more of a mismatch thing than anything. Because if you catch the defense in the wrong set, Travis Hunter can definitely do some damage, even with his bad routes. Ain't
I
no
would just
ain't
have
no
him running
safety.
drag. I just would have him running sweeps and drags and stuff. I wouldn't need him to do anything crazy, just to where he can get
Yeah,
out in space.
yeah, like that's what I'm saying. I don't think a linebacker stand with Travis Hunter, even if his routes are bad. And not every safety is gonna be able to stay with him either, right? So I don't know. I think it'd be fun though. It'd be fun to see. It'd be fun to see, man. Yeah. Get Houston in there. All right, man. So that their team success starts and ends with CJ Stroud. I mean, he was one of the nah, Chris, I wouldn't even have him run a slant, dog.
Just
That
like a
slant was
drag,
terrible.
just something just right across the line of scrimmage, like a
Yeah,
drag.
something that he can stay in full speed, man. Not the slant. The slant would be a little too much too. Uh, but but the Texans. Oh shit! There we go. There we go. All right. CJ Stroud is the key person here. All right. Offensive line is rebuilt again. So we'll see how that goes. But defensively, they got a good team. Uh, and that's their calling card. And that's fine because that'll take you a lot further, especially in this division, right? But CJ Stroud, man, it seemed like when we were talking about that draft, it was like, man, he should go number one, right? Now Bryce Young is figuring it out. So they're going in different directions right now. So I kind of want to see what CJ Stroud can do because I think he's a good quarterback, man. I don't know if he's pressing offensive line. He just kind of seeing ghost out there. Not really sure, man, but I do think they're probably a playoff team still with that defense.
hmm I if that offensive line is rebuilt the way they say it is, and they can actually give him protection, then there are no excuses this year. If I'm not mistaken, this is like a contract year for him. If I'm not mistaken, we're going into year 4 now. So if he's getting at least ample time, you can't turn the ball over. You can't keep putting the defense in a situation where they have to carry you. Because if he's not making mistakes and he's playing average to decent, Houston's a dangerous team. Houston can go on a run. But, it all comes down to his protection and how he's going to survey the field, and is he going to put the ball where it needs to be? Or are we just going to keep giving the ball back to the other team? I'm not going to put it all on him because they did a horrible job protecting him last year. But I agree with you. I need to see something.
Appreciate
But
it. Appreciate it.
we'll see though. I mean, I think he is the biggest question mark, but I really want to see how much time they're going to give him back there to get the ball off. I think they can I think they're still a playoff team just off the defense alone.
Yeah. Yeah, that defense is pretty good. All three levels too, man. So
Mhm.
all right, man. So the Colts are interesting, right? Because they got Jonathan Taylor. I think he's good. Period. Right. But the reason why he didn't win the rushing title after being up so much in like week 10, because Daniel Jones got hurt, man. Pretty bad injury. the Achilles tear. So not exactly sure what his status is for this season because that's a rough injury, man. But we know that Anthony Richardson is not starting.
Oh, he's third string now. He got demoted to
Yeah,
third string, so he's
yeah.
probably
So
on his way out.
yeah, so he's not playing, man. But they do have some good. They have some good receivers. I forgot. Alec
Well, they
Pierce.
lost. They lost Michael Pittman. They traded him. That was one of his best receivers. Pierce is
Yeah,
good.
but Alec Pierce is good, man. About 20 yards a catch last
No,
season.
yeah,
So
I'm not saying he's not good. He's great, but they don't have a whole lot, and they have downs too. And then you have Warren coming back, which he looked good last year.
yeah, so I mean, there's some weapons on the Colts, man. But uh, shit, man, I don't know, dog. I don't know. Like they not gonna be the worst team, but they ain't gonna be the best team. So I'm
I
thinking
think
like maybe 500.
I think there's a chance for them to make the playoffs if one of the other teams slips. And the only other team I really could see slipping in this division is Jacksonville. I think that Houston's just too good on defense to slip that hard. So I think Indy could be a team that could jump on some people, but I want to see how Jones is going to play coming off an injury like that. Like we already know he's going to start week 1, but I just don't know how that's going to affect his game and how he plays.
Nah, Chris, they can't win without Jones, Chris.
No, they
Uh,
can't win without Jones.
because we saw that last year when they just loaded the box on Jonathan Taylor. And to his credit, he still balled out. He had like 18 touchdowns last year. So I mean, but you this ain't 1970 where you could just run the ball all the time. They ain't got that kind of
They're just gonna
offense.
load the box.
Yeah, it's not like that, man. So I'd say fringe playoff team right outside. That's what
Yeah,
I'd say.
I agree.
All right, man. So I
Ooh,
don't think.
Chris's team.
All right. So what I'm looking at Tennessee, man, a lot has moved forward for them, right? You know, I use the term um, you're on the positive side of your rebuild, right? I use that term a lot, right? Because you could be on the negative side, or sort of like the Cardinals right now, right? When you're on that negative side where it's just like we don't know where we want to go. But the Titans seem to have a really, really good identity, right? They got the quarterback that they need, right? They also got some weapons at receiver, right? Uh, Defensively, I want to see a little bit more additions to the team, but that's what your coach is for. Robert Saleh is one of the best defensive minds in football, so I think he's gonna figure out where he wants to go. But I still think they're about 2 years away, in my opinion, and to see what they look like 2 years from now. But Cam Ward, he got to get some protection, man. He was running for his life in the preseason already. Like, that's not good. You know, like we saw Joe Burrow last year in the preseason running for his life. It was like, that's not good. So you can't be running for your life in the preseason, right? Because that's not good, man. So I'm curious. I don't know, man.
I think
I
that
don't
it's
know.
gonna ride or die. I think defensively, you're gonna be good and disciplined because Saleh is one of the best defensive minds in the game. I think defensively they're gonna be tough. I think they're gonna be aggressive. Offensively, you need to protect him, but also he needs to develop in his decision making and quick thinking, just making quick decisions, trying to move the ball, dink and dunk, whatever you can do to keep the drive alive, not turn the ball over, and not having to punt because they have decent weapons at the receiver position. You have good backs. You have a good defense. I think they're going to be okay. But they like I agree. They are a few years off. But
Hey,
yeah,
Mr. Trubisky, the best quarterback on your team? No way, Chris. You gotta be trolling. No
He's
way.
gonna take them to the promised land.
Shit, man. Like, man,
I mean,
look.
he's not a bad backup. He's really not.
I told you, I am a Mitchell Trubisky defender, right? Because he's only bad because of how good Mahomes is and how good Watson was in Houston. That's it. But if you take away them, he got the Bears to the playoffs. So, I mean, you can't be that bad, right? So, I don't know, man. I like Mitchell Trubisky. I just think they expected too much from him, man. For what he gave you in college, that ain't the team you need to go to. If you're asking me, you don't need to go to the Bears, bro. They needed real help. But I don't know.
I like Dayball. I like Dayball being there. I want to see Ward develop, and I feel like that's good hands to be in. Dayball's a good person to have in your ear. It's just, can you protect him, and how's he gonna do moving forward?
Yeah, I agree. So I think the Titans are a couple years away, man. But yeah, shit. Let's run that commercial break, man, and then we can continue because we're halfway through all the teams.
Okay. And we'll be right back. We are back.
Right. Chris says he got to shave his head
to prepare for the season.
All right, man. But I think the Broncos are good, man. Like I said, the Broncos are good. They got a good team. The defense is good. They got a good offensive line, man. They added Jalen Waddle. Man. Like, they look good. I think we just got to see how Bo Nix looks after that leg injury, because it happened so late in the season, right, in the playoffs. So he really didn't have time to just rest and relax, right? So I kind of want to see how they look for real, man. How he looks, but I do think if they had him, they'd probably go to the Super Bowl, and I think with their defense, they probably win. Like, I think that's a good shot, man.
I think the next team we talk about has a chance to win this division, but Denver's just got so much good going for them, and we're not even talking about the Super Bowl winning head coach, who's been detrimental in Bo Nix's development. Not to mention building around him offensively, giving him a good defense to help moderate and help keep everything balanced for them. I think Denver's a scary team that I don't feel like anybody's talking about, which is really odd that they were one game away from the Super Bowl and nobody's really talking about them. This is what Sean Payton forced his way out of New Orleans for. He wanted to come to Denver and win a Super Bowl. And I think they're definitely a favorite that nobody is talking about. All they've done is gotten better. That Jalen Waddle signing may be one of the best signings of the offseason. Like, by far. I think that can put them over the edge, and it's going to really help them
Yeah.
close out games, especially those high-pressure moments where you need to get a first down or you need to get in the end zone. I think Waddle is going to – I think he's going to step up. You know, we've seen him really good early on. He kind of struggled a little bit with injury and production. But him being in Denver and having a chance to be able to go win a Super Bowl, I think he's going to elevate his game.
I'm not mad at that. I do think he's quite good as well. I think that helps the Broncos out a lot. I don't think they had anything like that last season, right? Like a number one X factor type receiver, right? They got Sutton, right? But
Yeah, but
to
he's not
have a
number
guy
one.
that could, yeah, to beat the team over the top, I don't think they had nobody like that. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they do, man. But the Broncos are in a good spot, man. Like I said, Sean Payton is in full swing, kind of shook off that stink of the Russell Wilson era. But now
That's right.
in full swing. And now let's ride for real. Real. But you know, the Chiefs are trying to get the band back together, right? So I don't people, you know, have been putting these lists out here, right? And people were kind of bashing me because I had Patrick Mahomes so low. But when you look at how the last 3 seasons, just window, have looked for him, they have not looked good. All right. He's been decreasing in yards every year, decreasing in touchdowns every year, completion percentage, and the interceptions have gone up, right?
I
So
think
you
Hill
can
being
say,
gone. I think Hill
yeah,
being
so
gone contributes to that.
yeah, so I think after all of that, you look at Eric Bieniemy coming back. I don't know what it was that Eric Bieniemy was doing or how he was calling plays, but that seemed to have opened up Patrick Mahomes completely. Now, I do think people forget that Tyreek Hill left.
That's what I'm saying. That's a big reason for dropping the numbers.
I like people think Tyreek Hill is he's just fast. No, man,
Ah.
Tyreek Hill won them a lot of ball games, bro.
Mhm.
So I think that should be fun. I think the defense has added enough young pieces now that you don't have to really rely on Chris Jones, who is still really good, by the way. People forget that Chris Jones is still good, but he's got a lot of pieces around that defense, right? Now, I don't like Steve Spagnuolo because of how he did with my Rams, but defensively, he's one of the best. I mean, you know how good he is going against your Patriots.
Yeah, I know how bad he was in New Orleans too.
Yeah, I know how bad he was in St. Louis too, uh,
Yeah, but he's
but
good in Kansas City though.
and he was good in New York as well. So I mean, like he knows what he's doing, right? He's gonna use his talent that he has at his disposal, man. So I'm excited to see what they can do now that we almost hitting the reset button on everything. We added enough new pieces to feel like it's not the same old Chiefs, but we still got the same kind of core players still. So it should be interesting. But I do think that if not by the end of the season, at least by the middle, um, what's the guy's name, bro? Worthy, Worthy. I think Worthy's gonna be probably one of the best deep threats in the game. Like he's going like I think Mahomes is gonna spam him a lot. Like because as good as Tyreek Hill was, I think Worthy can be real good. I think if you allow him to just slice through people's secondary all year, I think it'll be fun, man.
Do you think Kansas City makes the playoffs?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now that's a bold move because we still have another team on this list that made the playoffs last year. And they didn't get worse, and they didn't get worse. So you're saying that you think the West could put 3 teams out?
I think it's possible. I think it's possible. It's possible. I think the AFC what's that? What we do so far?
We've done the East, the South, and now we're in the West.
All right, so the South is going to get 1 in, that's for sure.
The East will get 2.
The East will get 2. So I think
so that leaves 2 extra playoff spots. You get what 3 wild card spots now. But then you got to understand the North could get 2 teams in too. So
man, I don't know.
I think we'll get there, but it's definitely a possibility.
I think the North might beat each other up like they did last year, where it comes down to a field goal at the end of the season. Like that's how that goes. But I think Kansas City though, because they got Patrick Mahomes, man, and like say what you want about Patrick Mahomes and what he has done, and some people take it serious, some people don't. But the guy is tough, man. Because people forget in that Super Bowl that they played against Philly the first time, he was on one leg the whole game. And he was balling, man. So, like, that's my whole thing. Dude is tough, man.
But that second one he was getting beat up on, too.
Well, shit, we predicted that, dog. I was like, dude, like at some point, man, even like we seen it with Peyton Manning against the Seahawks, man. You could be as good as you want, man, but if them dudes can't block, you done. you done. And the way Fangio was calling them blitzes, man, they couldn't pick up shit. I mean, you had linebackers dropping in coverage, Cooper DeJean getting sacks. I mean, all kind of shit, bro. That was a massacre, dog. I didn't expect it to be that bad. I didn't expect that game to be that bad, but I think before that we had talked about it. We was like, man, this could get ugly.
It got ugly. It got ugly quick.
It got ugly. So, but I think the Chiefs would make the playoffs, man. I think I'm kind of glad Andy Reid didn't retire because I think he's got some good left in him.
But it's just a side story. When we talk about like the Mahomes, like the whole saga of like, is he gonna reach his pinnacle or whatever, like it all hinges on Andy Reid and how much longer he wants to go. And a lot of people are like, oh, Bill Belichick is still coaching, and I'm like, that's not a normal scenario. Nobody in that situation is gonna continue coaching. So if you think that Andy Reid's gonna follow in Bill Belichick's like steps and just keep coaching just to coach, I don't think it's that situation.
Nah, Bill Belichick's just an idiot, man. Where the fuck would you go to North Carolina, bro? Of all fucking places, bro. I wouldn't have took that job, bro. I would have just sat and waited until the Cleveland Browns job opened, which it
I would
did.
not have taken that job as Bill Belichick. Hey, but hey,
I would have took it.
Hey, I bet you they would have let him do whatever he wanted, though. I bet you he would get complete control.
Yeah, man. Like, I'm not talking to y'all. Leave me alone. No, I will not bench my quarterback. I'm not talking to y'all.
I will wear sleeveless hoodies at all times.
In the middle of December.
And you can't do nothing about it.
Yeah, man. So I just think that was a terrible move. But the Chiefs make the playoffs. I think they got a good shot, man. I'm just glad Mahomes is back. But let's talk about the other Harbaugh. Let's talk about Jim.
I like the Chargers, Cam. I really like the Chargers. They got some good pieces, man. Like The only thing holding this freaking team back is not choking in the postseason. The Chargers have one of the best teams, bro. You have one of the best quarterbacks. You have great players on defense like Khalil Mack, Derwin freaking James. You got a good young receiving core. You got a good young running back room. The offensive line isn't bad. Like, we just need Herbert to notch the bed in the playoffs. That's all you need. That's literally all this team needs, bro. Thad McConkey is a baller. McConkey's a baller. Johnston's getting better. Hampton looked good last year. I actually really like McDaniel with Herbert. I think they can cook up some really cool stuff. He wasn't a great head coach, but I kind of like the possible creativity that they're going to see on offense, to be honest with you. And I like Jim Harbaugh.
I like McDaniels in there, man. He's an offensive guy. Obviously, Miami didn't go well, but you can interpret that to anything. It just sometimes it just don't work out, man. I think they had a lot of talent, man, but there was no cohesion for real. And you could put that any kind of way. But to say that his run in Miami was just terrible, I don't think so. I don't think it was that bad. I just
didn't
think
work out. Miami's hard to win. It's hard to win in Miami.
Yeah, man. So I don't know, but I do think I said that Caleb Williams could go for 50 touchdowns. Well, I think Herbert can go for 50 touchdowns. I think he can go for 50 touchdowns this year, man.
Dude,
so they're gonna be so good this year, man. It should be fun to see how they play, man. But this is probably one of your 7 playoff teams.
Oh no, I think the Chargers are a lock. I just want Herbert. Talent wise, Herbert might be one of the most talented quarterbacks in the league by far. He's just that good, bro. And statistically, he's been one of the best statistical quarterbacks since he's gotten into the league from jump. It's just the playoffs. If he figures that out, Cam, the Chargers are dangerous. Like, if he figures that out, they are dangerous. I think the Chargers are a lock for the playoffs. I don't see them not making it. They're too good. They're way too good. What's going on, man? I don't know if you I think you had just read the message, man. Shoot me a response, man. We'd like to collaborate with you guys. Maybe we come on y'all show, y'all come on here. I mean, the season's about to start. So feel free to shoot me a message and let's talk business, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. All right, let's get to these. I think we talked about the Raiders a little bit, so we ain't gotta stick on them too much. Yeah, we ain't gotta stick on them too much, man. But like I said, defensively, they should be a whole lot better. You get Crosby back, you got Quay Walker, Nakobe Dean, Kwity Paye. Like, that's gonna be a good ass fucking team, bro. Then I think they got Eric Stokes at corner, who I think he's underrated in terms of speed and what do you call it, man? God damn, I'm missing the term, man. But his speed is so good, man. Recovery speed. There we go. Like, he can cover his mistakes pretty damn well, right? So I like that a lot, man. Offense is just the thing, but they rebuilt the offense, man.
But Kubiak is a really good young offensive mind, and he's got his own quarterback who he wants, who he can mold. You've got a stud running back. You've got a top 2 tight end. I think didn't the Raiders add dude from y'all for the offensive line? Didn't they get Lindenbaum or whatever? Didn't they add him? That's a big deal. I think the Raiders are gonna surprise some people. I'm not saying they're gonna make the playoffs or anything crazy, but like defensively, they're gonna be a lot better. And I kind of want to see what Kubiak's gonna cook up, man. I kind of like, obviously you're gonna roll with Kirk week 1, it seems like, but I want to see how creative they get. I'd use Genty. I'd feed Bowers. We were talking about Best earlier. I think he's a stud. I think the Raiders are going to show a lot of improvement this year. I think obviously a work in progress. I think another thing like Tennessee is you're a couple years away by far, but there are a lot of positives you can take away. So I want to see how Kubiak's going to navigate through these obstacles in year one.
Nah, that's fair. That's fair. It's gonna be fun though. The Raiders gonna be a fun team. They're gonna win some games and they're gonna lose some games just being young.
It's Cam's team.
What? No. Not at all, man. Not at all. But we can talk about the Steelers though, man. So obviously Tomlin leaves, right? So McCarthy getting the job was quite interesting.
That was weird. I did not see that coming.
That was interesting.
And they're back together.
Yeah, that was.
Didn't think I'd see that again.
Man. Yeah, me neither, man. But it feels like 7 years too late.
Yeah.
I feel like 7 years too late.
But
man.
I will say, Cam, they got better on offense though. Like you added Dowdle, you still have DK, and then you added Michael Pittman. I mean, even if Rodgers takes a step back, he's got weapons. They have a good defense, but I feel like they've underperformed. But they got some good young talent mixed in with some veteran guys like Ramsey and Watt. I think Pittsburgh can still make the playoffs, but it really all hinges on Rodgers and how he plays, in my opinion.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see
what you
that.
think?
Man, I don't know, man. The Steelers got a lot going on, man. They got a lot of good going on, man, but it feels like a volatile situation, man. Like
Rodgers and McCarthy gonna have beef.
Yeah, like have we really buried the hatchet enough?
I would take Will Howard over Drew Aller, bro.
Yeah,
dude. Drew Aller is such a project. It's not even funny. I really like Will Howard. I would have been okay if they wouldn't even re-sign Rodgers, and I would have rolled with Will Howard week one, in my opinion.
Actually, I thought that's what they was gonna do in the first place. I was like, are we really gonna sit through another Brett Favre situation where
they were sitting there waiting on him? Like I wouldn't even been waiting on him. I just would have been dedicating all my time to the young guys. Oh, appreciate you, brother.
No.
Appreciate that, man. We can talk some business and hopefully get to continue working together in the future. Should be some fun. But I don't know. I think Pittsburgh could make the playoffs, but I think I now that I've kind of heard your spill, that I kind of understand your motivation for not being confident because of the history that's there. So I think they're a fringe playoff team, all hinging on like how Rodgers plays and like how are him and McCarthy going to get along. Because I mean that's been a little while, huh, Cam? Since that stuff in Green Bay, that's been a while, huh?
Yeah, it's been a long time, man. But Aaron Rodgers is like he has an inflated ego about himself, right?
Oh yeah,
and I understand that he's one of the greatest quarterbacks to play.
He's killed his legacy, in my opinion, though.
But like you're falling into the same trap that Brett Favre fell in, right? You're so good, but you think you're better than that, right? But when we stack up all your numbers with everybody else, you only got one Super Bowl, and you were talented enough to get more than that.
Everybody thought they were going to win a bunch, and they just never could get over the hump.
Yeah, man. And it just like I guess he feels like, man, I'm better than all these guys, man. But
we got the Cam Newton situation, huh? Like, ain't 32 guys better than me kind of situation.
Well, see, Cam Newton's problem is Cam Newton was very good, but he never got to the point after that Super Bowl.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, I think Rodgers kind of holds that same sentiment is what I'm saying. Like, that same kind of ain't 32 guys better than
the thing about Rodgers, if
Well,
we're
you got
talking about
4
Rodgers and Cam
MVPs.
Newton, is their games were predicated on different things, right?
Mhm.
So when Rodgers' ability to kind of move in the pocket went away, he still was a good quarterback. But
Yeah.
when Cam Newton's ability to run went away, he was not the best passer, right? So when I take away the thing that makes you special, now there are 32 guys better than you, right? But for Aaron Rodgers, it's not like that. I
Yeah.
think Aaron Rodgers might be in the top 15 of quarterbacks right now, right? Because he did good last year, right? He didn't look like peak Aaron Rodgers, but he can still spin it. And he didn't turn the ball over too much. So he looked
Mhm.
really good, right? But for Cam Newton to be out here saying, like, oh man, there's 32 guys better. No. There are 32 guys better than you, right? And you gotta add the other shit that comes with Cam Newton. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, you're already not the best passer at this point in your career. And I gotta deal with your bullshit. Nah, bro. Nah. I would I'ma stick with Jacoby Brissett. Okay. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stick with Jacoby Brissett, right? So that's the whole thing. That's why Cam Newton is not in NFL, man. It's just the
So does
bullshit.
Pittsburgh miss the playoffs? You say
Yeah.
he's not a project, Chris. They had to literally break his mechanics down and build them up from the ground up. His footwork was horrible. He's a project.
Yeah, he's a project.
Will Howard is a much more proficient player. He came in a lot closer to being pro ready than Drew Aller could have imagined. Have you seen his feet when he got to the facility? Were horrible, terrible. He was like tripping on his own damn feet. It was bad. No, he is
Yeah,
not
man.
past. And I didn't see the question, but no, he is not past Will Howard. No way. No
No,
way.
not yet. He just
Ain't
got
no
there.
way. Ain't no way, bro.
Yeah, he just got there.
Ain't no way.
Yeah, he just got there. No way. No way. He's not there. You trolling, man. You trolling. All right, man. Let's talk about my team, man. Kind of touched on it, man. Like I said, I think defensively we're gonna be really good. I like Calais Campbell coming back, man. Dude's been through a lot this offseason,
I
quite
like the
frankly.
Hendrickson signing though. That was a big.
Yeah,
Hendrickson's gonna help y'all big time.
yeah, but I just think offensively, man, Lamar's gotta start playing smarter, and understand time and space, right?
Yeah,
So
should
if
have kept
we're
Likely.
yeah, we should have kept Likely.
I would have.
I do.
I wouldn't have kept Andrew. I would have.
Well, shit, he signed that new deal, man.
Saying
So,
like I wouldn't have did that.
man, we gotta keep Andrews, man, because
You
his.
gotta have someone to drop the ball in the clutch on your team. You gotta have that, especially when you give them a new deal.
I mean, goddamn, dog. I know he dropped the ball. I know, man, but he's still reliable though, man. Like he can still catch the football. And that's what I like, man. So I mean, he's a steady hand, man. Aside from that drop, man. But hell, man, even the best of drop passes, bro. I think Jackie Smith probably feels the worst out of anybody
Oh man, that
dropping
was
that ball.
terrible.
That was if we talk about drops,
Terrible.
if we talk about drops, bro, that's
That's like
tough.
the worst drop ever, dog. In the
That
worst
was
moment.
tough. I mean, goddamn,
Sleepless
bro.
nights. Sleepless nights,
Man,
nightmares.
if you're Roger Starback, you can't throw it better than that.
Nah, he put it right in the freaking. He put it right in the
That was
numbers, bro. He can't
right
put it
in
nowhere
the
else. And he was open.
right in right
He
in the
was
bread
open.
basket.
He was open. Oh my gosh!
Wide open.
As a receiver or anyone catching the ball like that is like your biggest fear, to drop the ball in a situation where you should not drop the ball. Speaking from
Yeah,
experience,
man.
especially in a high
And
pressure situation like that.
the crazy thing is he got open against the Steelers defense, bro. Like they didn't give up too much shit, dog. So
No, he was
that's my
wide
whole
open.
thing. Yeah, that's what hurt, man. But like I said, I do like some stuff that they did. So I'm curious. I just want to see what we look like, man. Like I said, I love what Lamar does, man. But hopefully, I'm not gonna say it's more of a traditional offense, but I do want to see more shit where he can just pass the ball instead of like the read option type shit all the time. I feel like it was too much of that. Like, especially late in the game, we just need to line up and run the ball, man. No tricky shit. Just go back to playing real football, man. I like the whole pistol and shit like that. That's cool for Lamar's skill set, man. But sometimes less is more.
But
So
Cam, you can't tell me you're okay with them giving Zay Flowers that big ass contract. I
I'm
know you.
okay with it.
He is not worth that money, bro. He is not a one. He's
All
not a
right,
one in my
so
eyes.
see, yeah, like that's my thing, man. Like sometimes less is more, right? I get it. You want to be able to trick the defense and do all that shit like that, man, and that's cool for his skill set, right? But at some point, we gotta do something more simple than that. Like, and I don't think it was a panic contract. I really do think he's worth it because the last 2 seasons he's had 1,000 yards.
I wouldn't, dude. Him getting paid with the likes of those big names is a bad move. He is not even in that conversation. I'm not saying don't pay him, but he does not deserve money up there with like those big names. There's no way, dog.
I mean,
I would
maybe
pay.
not.
I can't. I couldn't do it.
Maybe not. Maybe not with the JSNs of the world and things like that.
Yeah, dude.
But
He's
I
like he's
do
got a
think.
top 5 contract. He's not a top 5 guy.
Okay, so hear me out. Hear me out. I love the fact that we paid him.
Who? Or like Andrew says, the Charlotte Panthers. He's a Falcons fan too.
No, but all right. So he's had 1,000 yards the last 2 seasons, right? So the production is there for Zay Flowers, right? And if you're gonna use him like a one, cool, right? But don't pay him and then have him doing the same shit. You know,
Yes.
if he's a one, let him play like a one. Line him up on the outside, move him around, right? Do shit like that. I just think under this new coach, or not the coach, because the coach is more of a defensive minded guy. But Declan Doyle's probably gonna allow him to do a little bit more, right? To truthfully use him like a one. Man.
I mean, they're a project, but there's a lot of good things to see. And if you didn't check out last week, check out last week. We broke down the entire NFC. Got some cool stuff there. Say significant
Yeah,
backwards.
I don't think so, man.
I don't think they take
I
a big
think,
step backwards. They just got some question marks. I don't think it's
yeah,
all. I don't think it's all in Lamar though. I like
this is
Lamar.
the first time Lamar has actually not been able to not be the scapegoat, right? Because you could always blame Harbaugh. Harbaugh didn't run the ball, right? This year, it's all on him.
Mm-hmm.
So I really want to see what that looks like. Right?
And
Right.
he's there's talk about contracts, huh? That's been a storyline that's kind of went under the radar with him and money. I think they were talking about that not long ago.
Yeah, he talking about he want another contract.
I think the AFC North actually could be a bit weaker, but the next team we're going to talk about is going to be interesting too. I think it could still be a really interesting division, but I think it's like Cam said. I think a lot of people are going to get beat up on a lot.
All right, man. So obviously the Bengals have the best offense in the league. I don't think that's debatable, right? You got 2 number 1 receivers. You got anybody could play running back and it'll be cool, right?
Chase
It doesn't
Brown's
really
good though.
matter. Yeah, I like Brown. I do. I liked him at Illinois too. I was like, damn, who is this guy? uh, but um, but yeah, their offense is fine, right? Now, what is Shamar Stewart, right? We everybody fell in love with the combine results because he blew that shit up. He really did. But you got to play on the football field, right? Now, last season I kind of gave him a pass because he was trying to get that money right, and that's fine because the Bengals is notoriously cheap on everything. We all saw the video last year where the team had to cross the street to go to the facility, right? So nobody cares about the safety of the players. Nobody. Nobody cares about the safety of the players. Okay, that's cool, right? That's all right. We'll ignore that, right? We'll ignore that. But still, when you got former players talking about how cheap the franchise is, bro, yeah. All right. So, defense is still an issue, dog.
But they made some good signings, bro. They didn't sign scrubs. Like, let's not downplay like the names they brought in. Like, I'm not telling you that Cincinnati's a top 10 unit. I'm not telling you Cincinnati's a top 15 unit. But their defense, I think, could be better. Now, I know you lose Hendrickson, but them signing the names they did, I think will help them be a little bit more well-balanced and not just having one guy blitzing the passer. You getting a guy like Dexter Lawrence to clog up the middle, that's going to help. You brought like Mafe and a couple of these other really good guys. You brought Jonathan Allen in. I know some of these guys are a little older, but they bring a veteran presence. They can still be serviceable. And I think it will at least help them be better up front because that's been where they struggle is getting like pressure on the quarterback. They're going to, Cincinnati's going to drop 35 plus a game, Cam. If they even get even if they get a little bit better on defense, this is a playoff team.
Man,
I'm telling you, if they're even a little bit better on defense, Cincinnati makes the playoffs.
Yeah, they make the playoffs,
and not many teams are in this situation, and I'll be like, oh, they make the playoffs. Most of the time, some other teams in this situation, I'll be like, well, they'll make the playoffs, but they won't do anything. This is not that team, bro. If Cincinnati gets into the postseason, that's dangerous. I know it's not the same team that they had when they went on the Super Bowl run. But, like, if this team gets in the playoffs, bro, that's dangerous. Somebody in the playoffs, they could drop 40 points a game, bro.
It is, man. But their defense got to do something, man. Because this is, you got Dexter Lawrence. That's cool, man. They help you stop the run, man. But they was getting worked in the passing game, bro. That was the problem. Like, I don't believe in a secondary. I believe in their linebackers, right? They got 2 kind of good ones, but like, man, defensively is just a headache, man. And then, like I said, man, Joe Burrow, you gotta protect him, dog. Like, you gotta protect him. Like, they've tried to invest in the offensive line, and that shit really didn't work. They got big dudes, but they hurt too.
But I would say, I think that might be better in year 2 then, because they did draft some guys with some good potential last year and over the last couple of years. I mean, we'll see. But even if they give them a little bit of help, even if they can protect them a little bit more, which I think is possible.
Yeah, just a little bit, bro. Like,
not much, just a little bit.
Like, that's all I'm saying, though. Because Joe Burrow is like really good. So if you're going to have a generational quarterback, you gotta protect him, man. You can't be doing that because in a minute he about to say, "Man, fuck this, I'm finna go somewhere else," and now you're gonna be up shit creek again. So hopefully they figure it out, man. Usually I don't want the Browns, Bengals, or Steelers to be good, but I hate wasting greatness, man. And that's what you do. You wasted greatness, so I can't do it.
Oh man, appreciate you, bro. Check us
Right
out.
on, man.
We got anything for everybody. So feel free to check us out. Leave some comments, critiques, whatever, man. Feel free.
All right, man. We can speed through this. The Browns gonna suck this year.
He had asked a question. He said, "Do you think Sanders can save the Browns?" I think you're not gonna know until you give him a shot.
Can save the Browns is a big question. That's a big question
The
mark.
Avengers
But
can't even save the Browns, but can Sanders be a better option than Watson? Yeah.
Yeah. Because for real, man, like, dude, this is all about money. All right. I
Not a
keep
terrible
telling
roster. It's not a terrible roster.
It's not.
It's
but
not.
the reason why they starting Watson is all about money. All right. They want their money back in terms of him playing. So they gonna play Watson regardless, right?
Mhm.
Regardless of how it looked, regardless of how he plays, they are going to play Deshaun Watson because they want their money back. Okay, they feel like they wasted it, so he healthy now. So guess what? He gonna play, right? It's the same thing with Dak Prescott, right? No matter how bad the Cowboys are, Jerry Jones gonna want his money back.
Because he paid that dude, he gave him the bank.
So he gonna play. So y'all can say, man, Dak suck, bro. Why he still playing? Because Jerry Jones want his money back. Okay. So that's the whole thing, man.
I
And
like
the Browns,
this roster, bro. I love this team, though. You got so many good pieces. Like, they haven't drafted bad, especially over the last 2 or 3 years, Cam. They've drafted pretty damn good. Man, look at what they did last year. They hit almost on all their picks last year, and all of their offensive picks this year. Man, they got good. Who'd they take? Concepcion and Boston at receiver this year. That's great. Then you have Judy, Fannin, Judkins, and the defense is freaking good. You just need some competency.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. But I just think, man, we'll see. We'll see, man. If Watson
I don't really like them. I didn't like the Munkin hire, though. I think that was kind of ew.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it was kind of ew. I think we can both agree it's kind of ew. We'll see what happens. Man, Bert.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what, Cam? You know what you say that, Cam? You said Belichick go to Cleveland. I think that's the only way I think it's the only way Cleveland gets it together. They
gotta right they wrong, man.
You gotta finish the story. Let Bill finish his story.
Yeah, you gotta right that wrong, man, because you fired him before y'all went to Baltimore, and the team was really good.
Yeah, he fixed it.
Yeah, so like, nah, man, you gotta right that wrong, man.
You gotta bring Bill back and finish the story.
Yeah, man, but the Browns are still finishing last in this division, though. So
but I will say, I just want to see what they do at quarterback. Like I said, I'm kind of hoping that Watson would start out kind of crap. Don't get me wrong, I would love to see Deshaun Watson get back to Houston, Deshaun Watson, but I think we're all on the same page to think that ship has sailed. We'll see. If it didn't, he's actually great. I'd be happy because I loved him in Houston. But if he starts out like crap, give it to Shador and just say, hey, kid, let's go see what you can do. If you're going to make mistakes. Let's just see what we can do, see what we got. Because that's what you drafted him there. The guy was mocked as a first-round pick, and you got him way later. Let him play.
I mean, hell, he did make the Pro Bowl, even though it don't mean shit. He didn't. I mean, he did. So I mean, shit. I would fuck with it, man. Shit. I don't know, man. I just 256 million guaranteed, though. I just can't believe that shit.
He's in the last year of that contract too, so
yeah, and he want to stay.
He's like, pay me.
He's like, pay me, nah, bro. You about to get that to a minimum.
So we're gonna predict division winners and stuff. So
yeah, so I think the North is probably won by us. I think we get it done in the North. But in the West, I'm actually going with the Chargers. I think I think the Chargers win the West. And then the East, I'd say the Patriots win the East. And then that leaves the South.
The South.
You know what? I'm actually gonna go with the Jaguars again. I think the Jaguars get it done.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. So if I go north, I'll go Baltimore. I'll side with you there. I'm gonna go Denver out west. I'm gonna go New England in the east. And I'm gonna take Houston in the south. I just think the defense is too good. Now, if I'm gonna pick my 3 wild card teams, I think I've got LA in there. I've got Buffalo in there. And I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna put Cincinnati as my 3rd wild card team. I think they sneak in.
All right, so for me, I got Houston in there as a wild card. I got the Broncos in there as a wild card. Uh, let's see who else, man. It's either Buffalo or the Chiefs. Hell, you know what? I'm going Chiefs. I say the
Hey,
Chiefs.
I'd be happy. I'd be happy that. Hey, I'd be happy. I would actually be happy because you voted Josh Allen to miss the playoffs. I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Yeah, they missed the playoffs because they playing with OJ money.
Yeah, they play with OJ Money. I understand the negative things, but you should have put that man in the stadium. Like, you should have. Like, come on, man.
Like that
Stop
dude,
being childish.
that dude carried y'all franchise through some bullshit.
They didn't have nothing or nobody. He was it.
Bullshit. That boy ran for 2,000 yards in 14 games.
So
come on, man, cut it out.
So who's gonna be your representative from the AFC, Cam?
The Chargers, man. I think the Chargers get it done, dog.
Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot.
I think the Chargers get it to the Super Bowl, dog. Cause dog, y'all don't see what I see. Dude, they about to just let fucking Herbert throw this motherfucker around.
You know what? You know what? I was deliberating a lot of this before. You know, you sold me. I'm gonna say you sold me. You know what? I hate them being in LA, and I really like the Broncos, but I think the Chargers are a lot better than what people are giving credit for. I know we have it, but I think this has to be the year that he finally figures it out in the playoffs. I'm going to LA too.
I'm telling you, man.
I think the Chargers make a run at it. I'm not saying they win it all, but I think they make a run at it.
I'm telling you, McDaniels is like, this is the quarterback I've always wanted. Like, you gonna hire me as offensive coordinator? Oh yeah, we about to get to business. We about to blow this shit up out the water, bro. I got RJ Hart, not RJ Harvey.
Ooh, and I picked an all LA Super Bowl. I didn't realize that until just now.
Oh, they ain't gonna let that shit happen.
I picked the Rams. I forget who you picked in the NFC, but I just realized that's the Super Bowl I picked. I picked the Rams and the Chargers. Yeah, no, they ain't gonna let that happen.
They ain't gonna let that shit happen. Dude gonna trip at the 5-yard line and fumble the ball, bro.
They're gonna pull an Ernest Biner.
Yeah, they gonna like, oh man, Cleveland ain't winning, man. He definitely got the wire after that. Like he had to, bro.
Oh yeah, definitely. Who did you pick in the NFC to win? Like, I forget. I think you picked the Eagles, huh?
I think I picked the Eagles.
I think you picked Philly, so you have Philly and the Chargers. I actually like that. Herbert and Hurts.
Yeah, that shit gonna be tight, man. Then I can't put Herbert. I can't put Jalen Hurts out of my top 10 next year if he get another Super Bowl.
Oh no, if he gets another Super Bowl, you have to put him in. 2 out of 3, yeah.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't in my top 10 either.
Nah, man, because you can't be passing for less than 2,000 yards in this era and think you're gonna be a top 10 quarterback. Like,
Ain't
I get
happening.
it. You got the Super Bowl. That's cool, man, but not in this era. You can sneeze and throw for 3,000, bro. Like with the extra game too.
You got 17 games.
Like, nah, bro, we can't do that.
Guys
We
were
can't.
throwing for 5,016. You mean to tell me you can't get to 3,017?
Shit, man. Joe Namath threw for 4 and 14.
He
So
threw for about 30 picks too.
hey, that's okay. Hey, it's the numbers
Pulling a
that count,
George
man.
Blanda.
We got that. Hey, he wasn't bad as Joe Blanton, bro.
Oh my gosh, Cam. How many was that? Like 40 something?
That shit was crazy, bro.
Like, bro, like that's the ultimate. Like, you ever watch people talk, Cam, and be like gunslinger, be like, he down there somewhere, but he throwing it down there, but there ain't nobody down there. Like,
Man, he was just throwing that shit to anybody. Like he might, he might have needed glasses, bro.
oh yeah, I think he needed a prescription. He definitely has stigmatism.
Yeah, because he was the third. You can't throw 30
He needed Cam.
interceptions.
He needed some Eric Dickerson goggles. That's what he needed.
Yeah, for real, man. Because like throwing 30, 40 interceptions in a season, man, you're not even trying.
Dog, you're just throwing it. Like it's like when you're throwing the bouquet at the wedding, dog. You're just throwing it up there, and whoever gets it gets it. Like,
Yeah, man. Like, that was crazy, man.
I think the first time I seen that stat, I don't know if you were like this, Cam, but like I feel like the first time, because me and you were like both big stat guys, like both very analytical guys. And I remember just reading and looking at numbers, and I think I'm scrolling, and boy, look at that. I'm like, wait, hold up. I'm like, no, that can't be right. I'm like, oh, where did that come from? like, where did that come from? Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's what I said when I seen Derrick Henry run for 4,000 yards in a season. I was like,
Oh, in high
the
school, he still hasn't rushed for more yards in the league than he did in high school.
like that shit is fucking crazy. I was like, yo.
I would have
You
hated playing in
like,
that offense, dog. I would have hated playing in that offense. All we're doing is blocking all day. It's like when remember when DeAndre Hopkins signed with Tennessee and you was laughing. I told you, I said, man, you went to Tennessee just to block for Derrick Henry.
that's all he did, dog. I was like, yes, so stupid, dog. You just wasted 2 years of your career, bro. You could have went to Baltimore right after Arizona too. Oh shit, you tripping, dog. That was the dumbest shit I've ever seen,
I thought
man.
that shit was so funny, bro.
I was like, you gotta be kidding me, man. Out
I
of
thought it
all
was
the
a joke.
decisions,
I thought it was a joke because I think
yeah,
we
I
both.
thought you was kidding.
I
I
thought
was
he was
like,
going to
dude,
Baltimore. I thought he was coming to
you're a
y'all.
receiver. You're a receiver, and you want to go play there, like willingly? Nah, bro, you tripping. That shit was crazy, bro. I was like, you dumb as hell, dog. Whoever told you to do that, you need to fire them right away. Because that was terrible, man.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't want to go to the damn Chiefs later on. I was like, nah, bro.
And then the Ravens way later.
And I was like, yeah,
Yeah, like
thanks.
4 years
6
ago.
years later. 6 years too late, bro. I was like, you wildin'. But I mean, he's still good though. I think he should get in the Hall of Fame. Maybe.
Oh, he's
Maybe
definitely
more.
a lock. He's a lock, bro.
Yeah.
That dude, he's not the best. He's not the best Texans receiver ever, but dude, he was peak DeAndre Hopkins is unstoppable, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you ain't stopping that dude.
Yeah, man. So I don't know. Well, we'll see, man. You know who might not get in, man? That probably should, man. AJ Green. He should get in, bro.
AJ Green. Oh yeah, he definitely should. Peak AJ Green was, and not the Hall of Very Good. Like prime peak AJ Green was a problem, bro. Oh my gosh, people don't know how good he got overshadowed because Cincinnati just could not win the playoffs, and it was not his fault. It was not his fault. He was so good. Imagine if he could have got to play somewhere like New Orleans or something like that. Oh my gosh, he killed it in freaking Cincinnati. Why is he Eli Manning but Troy Aikman is?
Eli not in the Hall of Fame.
No, he said, why isn't Eli in and Troy Aikman is?
Well, because Troy Aikman got 3 Super Bowls, bro.
And another reason, I mean, Dallas was
Well,
dominant. Dallas was dominant like damn near the whole decade. Outside of those 2 runs, Eli Manning wasn't ever like truly like
yeah, man. So Eli is kind of
and those
like,
2 runs, the defense was what carried them. He just happened to play clutch in the best moments. And I'm not gonna hold it
yeah,
against him. But outside of that, he just played a long time. Doesn't mean he's like we can't just put everybody in just because they got rings, you know. And I don't want to be a butthole, but
yeah, nah, but I don't know, man. Yeah. I mean, Eli's gonna get in, man. But
next
Troy
year's
Aikman,
next year's
now,
next year's class is gonna be nice, bro. You seen those names?
yeah,
Adrian Peterson, Gronk. They're not putting Antonio Brown in first ballot. There's no way. They're
nah,
not
he
gonna
gonna
do it,
be
even
the
though
POT.
he deserves it. They're not gonna put him. Nah, you too crazy. We ain't giving you that.
Hell nah, man. You ain't about to be on this stage talking about fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You ain't about to.
He
You
be
ain't
like,
about to
he
do
be like,
that.
I messed around with Tom Brady's wife. I did this. I did that.
Like,
Like,
yo, fuck Tom Brady, man. That's why he ain't in here. Nah.
and then he gets in like the next year.
So, like, yeah, bro. Like,
Gronk.
nah.
The only 2 guys I feel like that are a lock for first ballot are Gronk and AP. I feel like those are the only 2 that are like guaranteed first ballot.
Well, I mean, Adrian Peterson is too, man.
That's what I just said. AP and
Oh,
Gronk.
I thought you said Gronk and AB. My bad.
No. I think AB should be first ballot, but he didn't show his ass too many times. Andrew
Yeah, I
Whitworth
was.
could be. Andrew Whitworth could probably get in on the first ballot too if they really want to.
I
I
was
mean,
thinking too. He was
I think
solid.
he
He
was
was definitely
good.
solid.
Isn't
Yeah.
Jason Witten eligible this next year or no? Or maybe it's another year. I forget.
Now I can remember he came back for that year,
Yeah.
so it
Now
reset.
Philip Rivers got to wait another 5 years. But he said he wanted that medical insurance and all that, so it worked out. So
Yeah. Yeah.
you got
So he
25
got that
kids. I
shit.
get it.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, but like I said, I think those are the locks though. But I was trolling on some of them lists though. Some I was trolling on. On the quarterback all-time list, I was definitely trolling because I knew I had a lot of people from Louisiana that was gonna say, "Man, what the fuck is Drew Brees?" I was like, I got that engagement though.
No, you're gonna
I
get
was
engaged.
going,
You're gonna get engagement because you put Mahomes up there. I didn't do that. Now some of these other lists I got made are gonna be a little clickbaity.
nah, I put Mahomes in there, man, because damn, he had 3 Super Bowls before 30. Like, fuck, we can't forget, we can't
I
just
think
ignore that shit.
I think the biggest thing Cam with those lists, and I don't know if you get the same thing. I get a million comments. Okay, like I do a lot of decade specific stuff. So like I'll do best positions of 80s, 90s, and I just started doing 2000s. And I did like best running backs of the 2000s. And I think like LT was up there, obviously. Sean Alexander, all kinds of. Like, where's Jim Brown, Walter Payton, Barry Sanders? I'm like, I got to respond a million times saying, hey, dog, you got the wrong decade, bro. like what
Yeah, man, dude, I'm telling you,
I
dog,
like when the
people
other
don't.
people, I like when the other people call them out and be like, yo, bro, read the damn picture, bro.
Yeah, man, like people don't be reading the list, man. I'd be like,
Mm-mm.
yo, I'm like, damn, man. So I don't know. I enjoy that shit though.
It's
But
funny.
the hardest list was this college football list, man. I was like,
I
dog,
made some
man.
too.
I was like the greatest players all time, bro. Everybody can't be in the 2000s,
You,
bro.
I don't know if you've seen the one I posted yesterday. It was best quarterbacks to never win a Super Bowl, and that one started a whole bunch of controversy.
I mean, shit, man. The best one is Marino. Shit,
No, best coach, not
best
quarterback.
coach, man.
See, I had Paul Brown there. Paul Brown won NFL championships, and people forget that he was in Cincinnati in the Super Bowl era. So, if anything, it's a
Yeah, I
nod
had to
that
put Wemby on there.
it's a if anything, it's a nod to how great he was. That he was that good. He just couldn't win like a Super Bowl. And that had like Marty at 2, and a lot of people were like, man, Marty's a freaking piece of shit head coach. He can't do. I'm like, damn, bro, y'all freaking shitting on this dude, and he's freaking dead, bro. Like y'all talking mad, like show some respect, bro. Like
Magic.
dog, they don't like Marty at all. I'm like, man, y'all tripping. I love Marty.
Yeah,
They
I
like
did.
he's the guy you bring in to fix the team, but not to coach him in the playoffs. Like, come on, man. He was the coach of the Cleveland that Ernest Bynum stuff, bro. He had them there. And then he was good in Kansas City. Yeah, and he was good in Kansas City too. And then he was fixing San Diego, and the freaking ownership and the general manager and all that, they didn't get along with him. And that gave him a bad rap too. He was fixing the Chargers. He had them fixed.
Yeah, I agree. I think, like I said, man, let's go be fun, man. Like
I got
said,
some good ones this week.
Yeah,
I'm starting the college football ones too, like you did. So
yeah, I'm finna start the greatest college football running backs. That should be next, and then college football receivers should be next after that, and then linemen is gonna be jumped up together. I'm not about to do all the tackles and shit.
That's when I did modern. I think I did it all time too. When I did linebackers, I didn't separate. I just said the best of the best, like middle or outside. Like I know you did like both positions, but I grouped everybody together because I knew it was going to get people talking. So
yeah, it's like, why didn't you put them all together? Because who the fuck's about to separate them? I was like, fuck you guys, man. And then what's crazy, what's even more funny though, is what's even more funny is the fact that people like everybody is like Tebow's overrated. I was like, how?
No, he's not. He freaking won a playoff game, bro. If Peyton Manning wouldn't have been a free agent, like if Denver wouldn't have been on the Manning lottery, Tebow was their guy.
I'm talking about in college though.
No, man, he's a freaking winner, bro. You couldn't have put any quarterback in there and have that same level of success. Tebow was that guy, bro. Overrated is crazy. Like, are you nuts?
Like shit is fucking crazy, bro. The shit people be saying in these chats, bro. Like this guy doesn't know ball, right? So
I get told that all the time, dude. Like, ooh, just say you don't know ball.
So I'm supposed to put Red Grange over Herschel Walker.
Or not even have Tommy Frazier in the conversation.
Like, he talking about Kellen Moore. I can't put Kellen Moore all the time.
Kellen Moore was good, but I loved Kellen Moore at Boise State. One, he was a lefty, but I loved him at Boise State. But you cannot look at me in the eyes and say you put Kellen Moore in the SEC and he's about to ball out like that. That's not happening, bro. No. It's not happening. And that's no shade. And that's no shade at him. He was a great player. But as you could see when he got to the league, that didn't pan out at all. Great. He's turned out to be a great offensive coordinator and decent coach up to this point, but no.
Nah, man, you can't do that, man. Everybody's like, man, like, oh shit, you gotta put Bo Jackson on there. I was like, all right. So my whole damn list is gonna be full of fucking running backs. Really?
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I got one. I'm gonna post it this week, and there are a good bit of those on there, but they're not everybody. But that's kind of how it shakes, though. Like,
I'm like, damn, bro, are we really gonna put all running backs?
Just make the greatest running back list then, if you're gonna do that.
I'm like, yo, are we really gonna sit there and say that all the running backs gotta be the best player?
If Bo Jackson's in there, Earl Campbell's gotta be in there. And if Earl Campbell's in there, then you gotta put Billy Sims in there. And if Billy Simpson's in there, you gotta put freaking Jim Brown in there. And then if Jim Brown is in there, you gotta put other homeboy from freaking Syracuse in there. Like,
right. And if you gotta put all them in there, you might as well put Red Grange in there. And I'm like, God damn, bro. I'm like, none of y'all motherfuckers was alive to see Red Grange. Dude, was he really that good?
expert takes, Cam.
Man, that shit.
I like making lists though, because I just like seeing people go at it. But I like it because it creates a lot of engagement. And sometimes people have valid points. Or like you'll make a list, and I'm pretty sure sometimes, Cam, you'll make a list, and boy, somebody will throw that one name out, and you're like, damn. Oh man, I messed up. Like that happened to me the other day a couple times. I'm like, damn, bro. How I freaking forgot about that dude. Like, why did I leave? And then I look like a dummy. And then everybody's writing me about that one player. Be like, okay, bro, I messed up. I just want to put a disclaimer in there, like I messed up, bro. Like I should have did that.
Oh man, see, you nicer than me.
Well, I
didn't
do that. I say I'm thinking that in my head. I'm not about to do all
Nah,
that.
I'm saying though, like for me, I'd be knowing I fucked up, but I just want to see how many people gonna say you.
There are sometimes intentionally I'll leave off certain names because I know that'll do it. But other times, genuinely, it's like somebody I should have put and I didn't mean to forget them because there's just so many good players.
Yeah,
sometimes
man,
it just happens like that.
Everybody, I mean, you know what's crazy that we could end it on this one, man. You know what's crazy? How many people don't like Deion Sanders?
Oh, dude! He can't tackle. He can't be number one because your top 10 was similar to. I don't know if you went back and looked at mine, but yours ain't like a whole lot different than mine. And I had Deion at 1. That was the biggest pushback I got. Like he's trash. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Nah, Brady was not that good in college, bro.
No, I mean, hence why he got drafted in the 6th round. He wasn't bad. He wasn't bad at Michigan. He just wasn't like that guy yet. But he had the mentally, he was that guy. But on the field, it hadn't translated to that yet. Mentally, he was there, but physically, he just wasn't there yet. But I just like watching his combine and seeing like freaking how he looked, bro. He looked so awkward. Like he did not look like he should have been. And then he turns out to be like one of the greatest ever. It's like crazy.
Yeah, bro. So, but shit, man. But yeah, that's the show, man. Like I said, I think next week will probably be
it'll be awards and then playoff and Super Bowl predictions.
Yeah. So, but y'all gonna enjoy it, man. Mr. Mile Long Neck.
It's not even though you say it was his face. He looked like, huh? Like,
all right, Chris, man, we about to get up off here.
Yeah, you done crossed through the 4th wall, bro.
But y'all have a good one, man. We up out of here. We'll see y'all next week, man. So peace.